I just want to first of all say thanks very much for all the messages I've had from certainly a lot of you people in here, and in due course I'll try and make it up and say something to you, but I'd really respect it today if you keep the questions solely to Everton Football Club. I'm the manager of Everton Football Club at this present time, and have great respect for them. So this press conference today is about Everton.
Start with Alan.
West Ham, what's your thoughts, David? It must have been an emotional week for you. How do you handle that?
Well, we've gone about training in the normal way today. We'll just get on with it, and we'll prepare. The players have done great this year. They've been terrific in what they've done. Their form's been very good, been consistent at home. And we've got a chance to do that again against West Ham, and it'll be tough because Big Sam's done a great job in getting them in the top end of the league, and he's never really had much danger of them being near the bottom, so he's done a brilliant job in bringing them up.
You had a meeting with the chairman this week. How did that go? How difficult was it for you to say that you were leaving Everton?
It was very difficult because I've got great respect for the chairman, and we've had a great relationship. He's a really good guy, and he's been great to me. He's never been critical. He's always been supportive. Tried to give me everything he possibly can, and it was a difficult meeting, but a meeting which he totally understood, and knew that this was just where it was going.
On leaving Everton, what would you say to the Everton fans about your decision?
Well, they've been great to me. I remember, it was over 11 years ago when I came in and I had my first game against Fulham. I can remember it like it was tomorrow, and the reception they gave me. And I was a relatively unknown, coming from Preston at the time. So they were great, the way they supported me, they got behind me. And the biggest thing is just to say really thank you for the support they've given me. It's not normal now that a manager stays in the job for 11 years. It's less likely than it's ever been. So I have to thank them. If I didn't have the backing of the supporters, then I'm sure that wouldn't have happened.
At what point did you feel that you would leave Everton?
Well, I wasn't planning to leave Everton. My contract was running out. But if you'd pushed me, I'd have said my mind was swaying on staying at Everton. So I've got everything in place for next season. We've got all the preparation ready. We've got the pre-season underway. The chairman knows the route and the things we'd like to do to move forward. So all we've ever done here is keep planning, keep preparing for what's next, and that's what we've done.
What type of club are you leaving compared to the club, do you think, when you joined?
Well, when I took over from a great guy in Walter Smith, and he had a real difficult period, having to clear things out and the changes that were made at Everton. He made the job easy for me because I came in and was the one who got a chance. There was still a bit of work to be done, but I had a chance to sort of have some stability, build the team up. Was able to go and bring in a few players who've made my job an awful lot easier. So I do think that there's a big change. I think this club, when I took over, were bobbing just along, not far off the bottom of the Premier League. I think this is a club which tomorrow is still competing to be in Europe, and that's the big thing. The big thing is that Everton are still competing in tomorrow's game against West Ham. Is the only important thing really, that we get the 3 points and keep moving forward.
We're seeing with managers when they leave clubs, squads break up. Do you feel Everton will keep the squad they've got now?
Everton's a great club. It's got a really good squad of players. I see no reason why. They're progressing. Small steps a lot of the years, but as we mentioned there about years gone past, I do think that Everton have made progress, and we're quite regularly competing. Would like to be higher. Everybody would do. But we're quite regularly competing, maybe around 5th, 6th, 7th spot most years, and I think that shows a sign of progress from years gone by.
Somebody recommended you for something this week. Would you be recommending anybody for this job, and if so, who would it be, and what would you say?
Well, I've spoke with the chairman. The chairman's asked me, and I'll help Everton as much as I possibly can. If he asks for my advice, which he has done, and we spoke about it, because Walter Smith was very good when Walter Smith recommended me for the job, and if there's anything I can do to help Everton and Bill Kenwright towards what happens next, I'll be more than happy to do so.
What sort of a manager do you think this club needs now?
Well, I think it's a great football club. Whoever comes in is coming into a really good environment. You're here, it's a brilliant training ground. It's got a great set of players with a terrific attitude, every one of them. Behind the scenes, it's a well-run club. We don't get ourselves in too much trouble. We continually to try and compete, as we've talked about already. So I think whoever gets it is going to come in and have a great opportunity.
And just finally from me, Sunday, I'm sure it'll be an emotional day, but how do you feel the fans will react to you on Sunday?
Well, I hope they react the way they did when I first stepped in the door. Football fans, you can never tell. If they don't, I would totally understand, because I'm a football fan myself. You support your team, that's what you do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be standing in the same position as what I have done, and I'm going to try and make sure that we keep everything focused, goes in the right direction, and the big thing is we finish the season at Everton with as many points as we possibly can, and hopefully try and finish. There's still a real outside place, a chance of Europe, and we have to try and do that.